how do you find and choose the right coach for you? I'll tell you, 1, the 8 things to look for in a business coach, and 2, how do you find that perfect coach for you? I'm David Ian Wood,
Denny Crane,
from Focus.ceo, and I've helped over 1,000 business owners to double their revenue, their time off, and their happiness. And I'd like to help you because I believe we should serve the world and be richly rewarded in return. Let's dive in. We've just covered, do you need a business coach? And what difference could that business coach make for your life and for your business? Now let's address, how do you find and choose the right coach for you? Here are the 8 things to look for in a business coach. Number 1, they're great at coaching. And I would look for results over qualifications. So there are plenty of coaches who've done their certification, but they may not be good at coaching. Then there are coaches who haven't done a formal certification, but they're getting great results with their clients. To find out their results, look at their case studies and their testimonials on their website. And if you're really serious about working with this coach, you might ask if you can contact a past client and talk to them, maybe via email, if not by phone, and get some confidence before you sign up. I've had people do that in the past, and then they've signed up after speaking with a happy client. Do you want a specialist or a generalist? Do you want someone who's an expert in Facebook ads, or they're an expert in your particular industry, and perhaps they just do business coaching? It's kind of rare, but you can find people who do both business and life coaching. Due to my background, first half of my life was getting really good at business, and the second half of life was getting good at life. So most people come to me because they want a generalist who understands the big picture, but you may decide you want a specialist. Look for experience in the field. If you want a specialist, then they should have a lot of clients that they've coached in your industry. It might be digital marketing, for example. I do a lot of e-commerce businesses. It might be the home service industry. If you want a specialist, then look for that. If you're after a generalist, it's not so important that they have a lot of experience in that industry. It's more important that they're great at coaching and asking the right questions to get you to your own answer. Time. Do you want someone who's going to sit down with you for 1 to 2 hours a week, kind of more in the direction of what's common for therapy? Or do you want someone who does laser sessions? My style, after a lot of trial and error, I like to have my clients do a self-coaching form to coach themselves before we go on a call, so I know exactly where to dive in, and I find 30 minutes is plenty. Affordability. Does their coaching fee make sense for where your business is at right now? If you're a startup without any capital, then you probably don't want to pay $5,000 a month. It's just not going to make any sense. Conversely, if you're earning over $200,000 a year, paying under $1,000 for a business coach might be shortchanging yourself. More on that in this video. Time commitment. Do they lock you into a 12-month contract that you can't get out of, or do they go monthly? Now, if you've been following them for a while on, say, Instagram or YouTube, and you feel some confidence in them, then you might want to commit to a 12-month program. But if you're kind of new to this coach, I know for me, I wouldn't commit to 12 months if I couldn't get out of it, because I want to see how it goes. I found a sweet spot in my practice is just going monthly. Can't stop in the middle of a month, but you can say, I want to stop at the end of this month. And even people who like to commit to pay up front for a year, if they change their mind after 3 months, I just refund them the balance. Do they have a paint by numbers or a cookie cutter program that applies to everybody? Or are they more intuitive and customize the coaching specifically for you? I've had people come to me and say, I just want something for my industry that's like step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I want to go through a program. And so normally I send them to another coach. My style is more intuitive and customized to exactly what that person needs. So it's kind of tricky. They sometimes say, well, what are we going to cover in the first month? I say, well, first we're going to set your goals, and then I have no idea what we're going to do in the second session. I'm going to see what comes up in the moment. One of my favorite moments is when I say something in a session that I've never said in 25 years of coaching, just because it comes out in that moment and it's a fit for that person at that time. And lastly, what's their why? Why are they coaching? Are they coaching because they can't find anything else to do? Or it's just because it's a good way to make money? Or are they doing it because it lights them up and their passion is making a difference in people's lives? I look for that. So those are the 8 things you're looking for. And I'll smuggle in a bonus one. Are they fun? Because it doesn't have to be super serious, doesn't have to be stressful, and it doesn't have to be a grind. Why not have a good time while you're scaling your business?
I'm having a really good time.
Now, Where do you find this perfect coach for you? Number one, ask your successful business owner friends and colleagues, and you can also post on groups that you trust, on Facebook, for example. Ask them who they've worked with and who they recommend. Give them a sense of your situation. This is what I want to do. Who have you got? I've had a bunch of people come to me because they posted on a forum, said, hey, who would you recommend? And some of my past clients have jumped in and said, David Wood. 2, consider any successful business owners and coaches that you follow, influencers. If you follow John Lee Dumas on Entrepreneurs on Fire, you might see if he's available for coaching. If you love Michael Gerber and the E-Myth, if you can afford it, you might see if he's available for coaching. So rely on people whose videos you're already watching and newsletters you're already subscribed to. 3, if you're new to this coach that's been referred to you, watch a couple of videos that they've produced. Listen to a couple of the podcasts that they've done so you can get a real feel for them. It's going to help you so much when you show up for an intro call versus, oh, I got no idea who this person is. That's hard to make a decision to commit. But if you've already gotten a sense of them, you're going to probably know going in that unless the intro call is terrible, you're probably going to want to move forward. Follow that coach's introduction or application process. Most coaches will have a way that you can connect with them before you have to pay anything. There might be an initial assessment or intake. Do that. That's going to tell you a lot about the coach. And then on the call, are they a listener? Are they getting you and your goals? Do they have some empathy? Are they fun? Is this someone that you think might be able to help you? Don't go for 100% certainty because that's almost impossible. The people who are going for that are probably never going to choose a coach and never going to commit. If they allow you to go monthly, do I have a sense that this is a good bet? And if so, try it out for a month. And if it's great, keep going. If it's not, worst case is you've burned a month of coaching fee. Best case, you get to permanently change your life and your business. That's how I suggest you find and choose the right business coach for you. If you're ready for the next step, I've created a video for you on how much should you be investing in a business coach based on where your business is at right now. And if you want to see if we're a fit, see if you qualify using the criteria in the description below. And if you do, you're very welcome to apply for a 15-minute no obligation call with me, and we'll see if we're a fit. But know up front that it will cost you 10 minutes of your time to answer some probing questions about what you care about and what's getting in the way. Use the link below to apply for a session and mention that I sent you from this video. Go forth and serve the world, love your life, and be richly rewarded in return.